Hello YouTubers, hello everybody. We've been trying our best to test as many of these valves as I possibly can, but fortunately I don't have all the settings for this valve tester to test all of them in this chassis, unfortunately. Now if any of you guys happen to know where I can get the information that I don't have for valves that this will test, more valves as it were, more valve numbers, I need that for model 606 Danier Jet tube tester. This is the one I have. This is the only booklet I have for valves, and it's listed as to how to test them and the settings and things. And I know about to test a lot more valves if I had the information that I need. I also have another valve tester which is a bigger one. That will test more valves than this one does, more sockets. Again, I'm kind of a bit stuck for finding the different valves that you find in radios that doesn't seem to have the information for. So if any of you guys can help us out as to where to go, please let us know. We're much appreciative. Anyway, what I'm doing is, I've already done this and I've had to delete it and start again because the video wasn't very good. We've tested this Mazda 6L12, which is out of the tuner for this, and it is a double triode, the same as this valve, which is also a double triode. They're both Mazda valves, but the other one is a PCC85, which is the best equivalent that I have to the other valve. So I'm going to be testing these just to compare them, and then I'll test it as a PCC85 as well, because I know that this tester will do that. So before we go plugging in any old Tom, Dick and Harry valve as it were, I need to go online and check the manuals to see what the pinouts are and compare the two to make sure before we go plugging it in. But I think it's likely that this valve might do as an equivalent for the meanwhile anyway. But we will still need the correct valve. They're very similar. It might be just a question of heater voltages different, or amperage different, or whatever. This other valve might support a higher spec than the other one. I don't know. But before you go plugging in just any old valve, you need to check to see what these pins are and what the equivalents are between the two of them, what the differences are between the two of them, I meant to say. So we're just testing this one as a 6L12. I've checked the heater voltages and it's okay to do this, because if it was a smaller voltage for the heaters, it would cause trouble. So we're just getting our valve in. This socket isn't very good in the tester. I'm going to have to drill these rivets out and put a new one in, or tighten up what's there. We'll probably try tightening it up. Maybe I'll get away with just tightening up the contacts. Will be the easier fix. So we're pressing on for quality. Remember, this is testing as a 6L12, and I need another pair of hands. I got it up higher than that before, much higher. Yeah, the valve is starting to warm up now. It might be to do with these pins. Yeah, it's going up better. Okay, grid emissions. Let's pass that one. I'll take our valve out and then check for the next setting for the other part of the valve, which is 32 the same, which is on now. 6 and 7, so that's on 6. This needs to be changed to 7 for the other section of the valve. Let me plug that in. Why do I always need to cough when I start filming? So give it a second or two to warm up. It's going straight over into the good. It's better actually than the other section. But remember, this is not the correct settings for this, and in good emissions. That's all passed. Okay, we take our valve out. That's our new valve. So we now set this back up again for the other valve, which is 6 is on and 2. So this is our this is why I think we're in trouble with our radio. Everything's the same, voltages are the same. Let it warm up. Right, now pressing for quality. Oh, did you see that? We've got sparks. I'm going to turn the light out so you can see that better, but we've got sparks. Just turn the light. Yeah. See that bottom part lighting up? There. We're not showing a short on the tester, but it's clearly a problem there. Let's set it up for the other test, for the other part. This is also a double triode the same. Right, now we're going to test the second part, and we're getting an intermittent, I did get an intermittent short there. So we're now pressing the quality. Yeah, you've got the same problem. The other side of the valve is also showing problems. You can see that plate light, but when you no, it's showing a short now. Now the short's going out. According to that, it's saying it's good. Yeah, there's something going on with this valve. So that's probably likely why we're not having any VHF, and maybe the reason why the other two frequencies, medium and long wave, isn't as sensitive as it should be, as this has come out of the tuner. So just going to show you the other tester, and then maybe you guys can help me as to where I can get the information that I need so I can test more valves. You know, download the sheets or something and print them out. Okay, this is the other tester I have. I have a book that's got a lot of valves in it, and also I have this scroll screen. A lot of you will be familiar with this type of tester. I like this one too. This is a night tube tester, and it's the 600 series according to what's written on that piece of paper. Both of these are made in the USA. Just stand up so you can get a better look at her. It's quite a nice one, this one. I do like this tester, but like I say, we're a little bit stuck on getting information for testing more valves. I would like information for both of them if it's possible. This does the valves that we've got there in that radio the same, but most of the information I have are for older valves. That's a 5-pin valve, that's a 4-pin valve. The only thing I'm disappointed about this tester is it doesn't take the 7-pin valves, the old funny shaped arrangement where the valves are, and the pins come out of the valves, I meant. This doesn't test that one, and there are some of these, this type of socket, there are some more of these different types of sockets that this doesn't support, which is unfortunate, but we have to make do with what we got. Maybe at a later date we can get another tester that will cover more. If I had the money, because these, even though they're old, these testers that I'm on about, they are the bee's knees, dog bollocks in the UK for testers, and that is the Avo tester. Several different versions of it. There are some that come in 2 halves that fold in the middle, like portable, and there's some big ones. It uses numbers and dials to dial in the different settings and things, and it does a much better test, and there's more meters and things on it. Well, remember I was telling you about TRS towards the end, before the guy died, they used to test people's valves, and they had one, but unfortunately it blew up. That's the words that they used. It blew up. So obviously a dead short somewhere. I don't know if it was when I was testing a valve or something, but a lot of people were quite upset because they used to rely on them to test their valves, because these valve testers don't come up very often, and when they do come up for sale on eBay, they cost an absolute bomb. They really do cost a lot of money, £600, £700 and £800 sometimes, or even more. You know, it's a really good one. You can get them a lot cheaper, of course, but they need a lot of work doing to it, and they do need a lot of work. Some of them have got burnt out transformers and things, and then obviously need somebody who can, you know, spend the money getting a new transformer for one of them things. It has to be specially made, and it wouldn't be cheap. So anyway, if any of you guys can help us out with that, that'd be great. If we're going to use this as a functional radio, we're going to need a full set of valves, and I am not taking any valves out of my father's radio to put into this. Don't even ask. Not going there at all. They're staying in the radio, just in case anything should happen to them valves. I'd rather keep them. I know they're, I'm pretty sure they're okay. They've never been tested. Probably going to find some weak ones, don't know, but that used to work. Okay, so another video already. Don't get too used to it, will you? Because you know when I go back to work it's going to be a bit tricky to make as many videos. I might go out in the car in the next few days. I might go to Whitby again or something, or Scarborough for the day, just for a change. So anyway, enough waffling on. We'll move on to the next bit in a minute. Well, I think it's packed in all together now. It wasn't very good to start with. We'll try it in the radio again, and maybe it might work, maybe it won't, I don't know. But I can remember my father's one, that same valve went. So we'll have a look, see if we can get one of those. Right, that's 2 valves we have on order now. That one and the other one. The tuner valve. Not ordering any more valves until they turn up and plug them in and try them. These damn things are expensive. I wish I was back in one way I wish I was back in the 70s and the 80s when Huggets and TRS was going. But then again, I wouldn't have had the internet, and I wouldn't have bought half of this lovely equipment and all these radios. You can't win them all, can you? Anyway, I think I'll post that. It's another video for today. It'll probably take all day to produce. By the way, this radio, just to make sure you realise, this is the donor radio we are playing with. Even if we get it going, it's still going to be taken apart for parts for the other There's my phone going again. I'm still going to be taking apart for that one, because that one there's my father's radio. But we can play on this, can't we? Play around with it. You know, it's all good fun as far as I'm concerned. But we're not taking any parts off that one. Anything's needed for this, we get them. And if we need any parts for that one, we get them from this one. So there you go. I'm going to post this. This is the there's a little housing thing, and there's a rubber somewhere. Don't tell me I've lost that now. Little rubber thing that went around the valve. Yeah, there it is. There's a little rubber thing that went round the valve, just to hold it up against the glass. And the screw is there. I think I'm going to put that in a little baggie, you know, because I can see this lot getting lost. I'm going to put all these bits in a baggie so that we don't get lost. And I suppose later on I will have a look at radio days and see if we can get replacement rubbers for this on here. I'm not going to buy them, I just want to see if you can get them, because I might need them for that one, because that one hasn't got any at all now, you know. Or maybe we can send these off and somebody can reproduce them. I don't know. Ideas, isn't it? But yeah, exciting day today. Right, post this, and another video. It's getting from one every 3 weeks to one every few days to several in a day. Never mind. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.